Hi, my name is Maddie, and I have recently started my journey as a Twitch streamer. I might not look the type, or maybe I do look the type. It's hard to say. But I am somebody who never saw streaming as even a remote possibility for me. And yet I've always been very interested in the concept of like playing video games for profit. Who wouldn't be, right? And I keep coming across the advice that it's very important to a few things. Make sure you're continually filming yourself and getting better at talking to the camera. And secondly, that you are learning how to tell a story in real time. And these two things I think I could stand to get better at as a streamer. And thus, this YouTube channel series baby idea came to being. What I intend to do with this series is really just record myself talking for 10 minutes straight once a day, kind of cataloging where I'm at on the journey and giving a sense of what kind of work goes into building a Twitch channel. Like I said, it's not something that I ever really could see myself having done, but the way I am so excited to like pour my time and energy into this is something I've never felt towards work before. So that feels like a good sign that we're in the right space. But I figure we use this first video to just kind of talk about the background of what I've done so far and kind of like get up to speed, a little walk down memory lane for me. So I started streaming in April of this year. April something. Oh dear. I'm not sure when the exact first date was. I should probably know that. But yeah, I started streaming in April. My first kind of like concept was to stream different video games on different days of the week. And so I did that for a couple of weeks, starting with Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green, Animal Crossing, and Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life on Switch. And that was fun, but quickly became too much. Like I felt like I was doing too much, and I felt like you couldn't really follow a story through through the streams. I wanted it to feel more like you could pop in and expect to kind of like pick up where you left off last time. And so I decided to focus full time on playing through Fire Red Leaf Green. And I got a cute, fun little group together over the course of that. And then over the course of that, I was meeting other streamers and kind of, like getting into other people's chats and finding people I really vibed with. And I got this like little base community that I'm really happy to have now. I guess once I was done with my Pokemon Fire Red playthrough, I was like, I had this moment of like, oh shit, like what do I do? Like who even am I, and like where am I going with this? It's like it felt like an immediate kind of like identity crisis, as a beginner just jumping in. It's like jumping into cold water, and at first your only prerogative is to survive, and then it's like you get to the point where you're like doing it, and then it's like wait, like, what are we actually doing here? And so that kind of has led into what era I feel like I'm in now, which is kind of like the kind of like public, not identity crisis, because there was no identity to begin with, but public identity building for this channel, which is fun but also nerve-wracking. I went from Pokemon to this game called Tales of the Shire. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so I felt like that would be such a fun game because it was developed by the very people who did the costumes and like CGI special effects for the Lord of the Rings movies. But it was a little like lackluster, to be honest. A cute game. Glad I played it, but it had no following on Twitch, and it had no like particular like, it just wasn't investing, like, or it wasn't interesting enough, dare I say. And then I broke down and bought the game Tomodachi Life, which I had already really, really wanted to play. I'm obsessed with character creators, and I really enjoy creating a character, and that's basically all that game is. So I have been playing Tomodachi Life now at this point of filming this video for like 2 or 3 weeks, and it's really cool, and it's a really fun way to engage the viewers, my viewership. It's just like too loose. I find myself craving the structure of a game like Pokemon again, because I'm not having to do the work to create kind of the plot line in real time. Like, that feels so like such an advanced skill for where I'm personally at in my streaming journey. And so now I'm at the point though where I'm also starting to get my bearings a little bit, and kind of starting to understand Twitch culture a bit more, and the options that are available to me as a creator on Twitch. And so I've been exploring new things like community rewards, and like adding on new streams, and like wanting to create more of a sense of like there's stuff going on here, like there's something to look forward to aside from just your normal everyday stream. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at. I really want to get better at doing this, first of all. And I'm really excited to be able to put the time and energy that I think this is beginning to deserve in my life into this kind of like content sphere, and really start to create this fun space to be, that feels a little more intentional and a little more like I'm leading the dance than just being some noob who doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Which is how I feel most of the time. But it's part of the charm, it's part of the journey to not know what the heck is happening, and then, you know, slowly figure it all out. So I believe that was about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna keep it at that. Thanks for watching, if anybody's watching this. I know it's kind of a disjointed mess, but that'll just show us how much better the end product will be. Alright, see you tomorrow.